Sooner Scoop HD.
Definitely just more team-oriented, wearing the same stuff, wearing what we're supposed to wear, not doing your own thing ever. I mean, being on time, 5 minutes early team meetings, stuff like that. I mean, some small things, kind of hard to get used to at a certain point, but something that we're all kind of gotten, used to and kind of got going. And basically, I mean, he just doesn't take anything for that. I mean, he wants it and he's going to expect it out of us, and if we don't do it, then there's going to be, discipline with Coach Schmidt.
From what we've seen, I don't know, like in 20 years that I've ever seen a coach put as much of himself as Brent Venables puts into coaching you guys practice every day, from morning into night. How much does that endear itself to the team, make you guys want to play for him and make you guys want to go out Saturday and make his first game a successful?
Coach Venables is the kind of guy that you would love to play for. It's a privilege to play for someone who's been held in such high regard defensively and just coach-wise in football for as long as he has. So the fact that he's now my head coach, man, I love it. And he's a defensive guy. He's a defensive-minded guy. He knows everything that goes on defense. Okay, so it's more of, again, it's a privilege, it's an honor, but at the same time it comes an expectation that, you're supposed to do, you got to do your job in this defense. Okay, because if everyone does their job except you, or more times than not, a big play is going to happen because of you. And we just got to go out there and we make him proud. We've made him proud. We've worked, again, from the spring to the summer to camp to now. Again, he always tells us he's proud of us. He's proud of the work that he's put in, but it's not enough yet. And it won't be enough right now. And that's okay. So we just realized that competition, we realized that challenge, and we just can't wait to come out Saturday and see what we're made of.
He's been fantastic. A very, very, very strong, powerful leader that leads the whole team and is involved in every aspect of our program, and has set a very clear vision for our staff and for our players, and a passion about improving every day, and he cares about kids. He cares about our players. And all that being said, to continue to push and get to make them the very best version of themselves that they can be, it's been great to watch, and he's been very impressive, and we've all learned a lot from him.
I mean, man, just like any other week, man, we're going to study, be in that film room every single day. And, the dedication with this linebacker group is, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, every single day we're texting all the guys, hey, when can we get in there? When can we study? And it's not just from the older guys, from the younger guys too. And that's something that's really rare. I think it's going to show up on game day for sure.
Back in the day when Brent was just a defensive coordinator here, he would take us to the side and show us technique he was coaching. He just seems to be obsessed with little things like first steps, false steps, things like that. How much of that did you go through when you first started working with him?
I went through a huge amount of it, and I still go through it today. Literally during this practice today, he's telling me about my steps, he's telling me about my strike, he's telling me about my entry angles when I'm blitzing. He's a very detail-oriented person, and that does nothing but up my game, so I'm very thankful that he's like that.
It's kind of cool, just to view the consistency he has, how he comes the same every day. There's not a day he slips off, and having that with Coach Schmidt too. I mean, they both demand so much from us, and it's like another thing when you demand so much from someone and then you're not holding your own weight, but for them to do the things they talk about, I mean, it speaks volumes to us as players.
Well, I think there's a lot of factors that go into the level of buy-in. I think you're at a place like Oklahoma that has a standard that's here, and our guys understand that and the responsibility that comes with playing to that standard, and that's been established by the people that both coaches and players that have come before us. So that's a big the character in your locker room, right? What type of character do you have? And our guys have been great. They've been very engaged, buy into the nth degree, and we've been very pleased and very appreciative of that fact so far.
Yeah, and again, I've been proud of our guys. They've again have worked incredibly hard since the moment we got here. Been no pushback. Our guys are anxious and eager to learn and grow and get better, improve. We've got a bunch of humble, hard-working, tough guys that have responded again since the moment our staff has gotten here, and And again, as I've said before, that's an interesting, dynamic. This is a team that's won a lot in 7 straight years of finishing in the top 10 in the country. Have had great success. We had a down year last year. How many games did we win last year? We won 11 games last year. It was a down year, right? And so they could be, hey, man, we've been doing this. Why are we changing things up? And whatever we've done, we've been open and honest and very communicative. I think that's how you build trust and you build connection. So nobody's surprised. Here's why we're doing this. I want to lay it out there for you. Nobody has to ask because I'm out in front of it that way. But that's great. But at the end of the day, this is their team. This is going to be about, certainly there's responsibility lies at my feet, but at the end of the day for the players, they need to play for each other, for the privilege that it is to play, and again, play and compete to a standard that we've very clearly established. And if they do that with intent, it doesn't mean they're going to be perfect, but if they do that with everything they got, then we'll be the kind of team that we want to be at the end of the year.
Sooner Scoop HD.